Alright, hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the ANTZ B series turbo side intake, and we're going to do the passenger side relocation kit because they do offer it without a battery relocation, and they also offer it with the under headlight and then also passenger side. So we're going to do the passenger side relocation, and hopefully this wind isn't too bad, but then we're also going to do oil catch can as well while we're at it. And yeah, I also got a I'll do this right now, a little ECU cover. So we'll do that first, put that, and then I'm going to go, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing, but then after I finish putting this on and show you what I'm doing, I'm going to go put the phone on charge because I'm back to using the phone just for these two videos, because today's the first time I used my camera. This is the fourth video made for today, fourth and last video for today. So two of them have been on the camera, two of them have been on the phone. So I just want to try and test how they're going to look. But this is the first part. It's got like some marks on it, but just stick that down on there. Pretty much all ANTZ engine bay. I don't even know if he sent me stickers, but if he did, I'll stick them on the things there. But yeah, let's get into pulling this stuff apart. So I'm going to chuck the phone on charge. While I do that, I'm just going to do the simple stuff. You guys should be able to know. You just undo these bolts, these screws for this rubber bit down here, undo the screws for the rubber bit up there. We'll pull that out. I'm going to pull this hose off. If you already have this hose, you probably only need to undo this little bit and that little sensor that goes onto there. Just pull that out. But if you haven't done the intercooler kit from ANTZ, you should. But apart from that, the stock intake hose will come. I think it came down the same. Yeah, it came down here and went into that hose there, which I haven't taken off because I'm about to do the ANTZ intake. That's the reason I didn't do that when I did the thing, because I've just done this today as well. That was one of the videos. Anyway, so even if it goes down there, you just need to take that one hose off. When you take this out, you'll be able to take that hose out of the way. But I'm assuming if you're doing the intake, you're going to have to do the intercooler pipe if you don't already have an intercooler pipe as well, because that hose is going to get in the way of where the intake goes. But yeah, so we'll get in that, we'll pull the battery out, pull that off, pull that little pipe out of there, and then I'll get back to you with what we're doing. Alright, so I'll run you through it a bit of what I've done, just in case you don't know. Alright, so I've done the ANTZ catch can. If you've come here just for that, which I highly doubt you did, pretty simple. Undo that bolt, slide that in, bolt it back on. But it's easier if you put the filter and the hoses on first and then run them through and to where you want it. I made that one like the perfect freaking length, but this one I've made a bit too long, so I'm going to unscrew that and put it down a bit. But the crossover pipe does have to go there, so it can be a little bit long, but even if I tuck it, it kind of just looks silly, so make it a little bit shorter. Okay, so I like to do the wiring first, just because I do it kind of wrong, or it is wrong, but it works and it's easier. So what I do is I just bolt that through there and then move this out of the way and wrap some tape all around it so it doesn't touch anything, and then I kind of just tuck that out of the way. Whereas what you're meant to actually do is, I believe, disconnect this and then connect that wire down into the starter motor. But to me, that's a lot more of a stuff around to get into there, when I can just do that, and I know it works, so that's what I did with the FG. So now we're just going to wrap some tape around that, and we'll run this underneath that, like where that coolant line or overflow line or whatever it is. We'll run down to there with it all the way along so that it can connect to the battery. We'll do that now. We'll try and sort this plate out and the battery out without drilling holes for now. So hopefully we can sort something out there. All right, so now please don't copy this, but I just have the one bolt in it for now. It's going to move, so don't copy it. If you get it, if you got one of these kits, put a couple holes into your car. No one's going to see them, who cares, and it's going to hold it better. And you're also going to have one that goes into there. I'm going to put them in, just can't at the moment because I don't have a drill, and I need to drive this car over to my brother-in-law's house. So I just like to, I didn't want to really even show it, what I'm doing, but I like to kind of show everything. Didn't want to show that I was doing something dodgy, but oh well. Hope you guys don't copy it, but if you're in an emergency and you don't have a drill like I am and you have no other way but driving the car, it is doable. Pretty much that's how it'll sit nice and clean in there, and you'll put your holes into there as well, and she'll be stable. But see, when the battery's on there, it's going to move around, it's not going to be pretty, and if you go into a truck or whatever, they're not going to let you in anyway. So alright, so yeah, like I said, I just like to screw those together, put some tape around them, and we'll just tuck it under the air box when it's in there, or under the filter, sorry, and it'll run up straight along underneath that plastic. You can't even see it in that part, and then it'll come back down, go into the battery. And then this one, another one just holds the air bolt, or the air box, just put a bolt straight through it, and it just sits on there. Chuck a battery in it now, and yeah. Alright, so battery's in. Cool little thing would be to paint the battery black or something. I don't know if, like, in any way, I don't see why it would affect the battery, but I reckon it'd look pretty cool just to have a black battery, or to kind of get like a cover somehow to cover it. Maybe that's something ANTZ can make, a little cover or something. Anyway, I'm gonna do the intake side of it now. We're gonna do the intake first, and then after we do the intake, put the box over it, and then we'll put the crossover pipe back in and put that in and cool the pipe back in. Alright, so I like to put them all together first, and then we slide in underneath those hoses, and I always put this hose clamp so that's going to be on the right side facing up, because it just gives you more room to be able to get to it, to screw it up nice and tight. So pretty much should just slide in there. Okay, so maybe don't do that last thing I just said, because this one is a little bit different, and it doesn't just go around on a smooth corner. So we're going to put this in first, and then we'll slide the other pipe down into it. So that can go in there. I wonder if these coolant lines get in the way on these cars. I think it, by the looks of it, it does. Oh, not coolant, but power steering line. Alright, so I got the intake in. Now you have to bend this power steering line. You have to be very careful. I should probably bend it a bit more, but I have to drive this car to work tomorrow, so I don't want to, because it does have a little bit of a kink in it there still, but it should still get a decent intake, because yeah, but we need to bend that more, and then that will be able to come out a little bit and kind of sort that out. But for now, I think that isn't too bad. Shouldn't be leaking any air or anything. We're just going to do the cover now, put the intercooler pipe back on, and hopefully that should be about it. Alright, so that's that in there now. I didn't actually even realise the ANTZ actually have their own little pod filters now. But yeah, now that just slides in over the top, and then this just goes on. We're just going to screw that on, and then we'll put that crossover pipe back on. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty dark now, but I got that all in, intakes in, and that's pretty much it. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.